Once upon a time, in a forgotten corner of a child's room, stood a wooden chest that hadn't been opened for many years. Inside lived a toy soldier named Alder. He had only one arm, his red coat was chipped, and the paint on his face had faded, but his stance was still proud, and his eyes were fixed forever forward. Every night, when the house fell silent, the other toys awoke. But Alder never moved. He was bound by an old spell, one that could only be broken by a key, long lost and said to be shattered into pieces. He waited year after year, listening to the muffled laughter and games of the other toys, a silent sentinel in his wooden prison. One night, a deep creak echoed from the floor beneath the chest, and a cold draft swept through the room. The lid of the chest slowly swung open on its own, revealing the darkness of the room beyond. From that darkness, a whisper emerged, chilling and ancient. The key is breaking, and so is the world below. Suddenly, a strange sensation jolted through Alder. He could move. His wooden legs, stiff from decades of stillness, carried him over the edge of the chest. He dropped to the floor and was drawn toward a dark crack near the wall, a gateway into a shadowed realm beneath the house where all forgotten things gathered. Down he went, into a world of twilight and lost memories. Buttons lay scattered like fallen shields from a long-lost army. Cracked mirrors reflected distorted broken moons, and old broken clocks ticked backward, counting time in reverse. It was a land made of sorrow and neglect. There, in the center of a dusty clearing, Alder found the broken key. It was split into 3 jagged parts, each piece glowing with a faint, sorrowful light. But they weren't unguarded. Creatures made of dust and regret circled the pieces, their forms shifting like smoke. They hissed and swirled around him. "You are unfinished," they snarled, their voices like grinding stones. "You are broken. You cannot pass." Alder stood his ground. He raised his one good arm, his painted-on expression resolute. "A soldier does not need to be whole to stand," he declared, his voice surprisingly firm. The first dust creature lunged, a whirlwind of shadow and despair. Alder dodged, his wooden foot splintering against the stone floor as he narrowly avoided its grasp. The second creature attacked from behind, attempting to engulf him, but Alder slammed his body forward, using his own weight to scatter it into a cloud of harmless ash. He was weakening, splinters flying from his wooden body, but his purpose drove him on. With his final ounce of strength, he lunged for the key pieces. He grabbed the 3 fragments and pressed them together in his palm. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, with a blinding flash of light, the key shattered completely into 1,000 tiny specks of dust. But just as quickly the dust began to swirl, reforming itself. It spun and coalesced until it was whole again, a single, shining, unbroken key. As the light from the key pulsed, a door appeared before Alder, tall and golden, humming with ancient power. He took the key and inserted it into the lock. As he turned it, the entire realm beneath the house began to tremble violently. The dust creatures screamed as they were pulled apart, vanishing into nothingness. Time, which had been flowing backward, rushed forward again with a deafening roar. When the brilliant light finally faded, Alder found himself standing once more in the child's room. But everything was different. The old wooden chest was gone. The cracks in the floor were sealed, as if they had never been there. Warm morning light spilled through the window, painting the room in soft, golden hues. Just then, a child entered the room, humming a cheerful tune. The child's eyes landed on the old toy soldier standing on the floor. A gentle smile spread across their face. They carefully picked him up. "You're my favorite," the child whispered, placing him gently on a shelf overlooking the entire room. Alder could no longer move, but he no longer needed to. His great battle was over. He had found his place. And sometimes, late at night, when the old house creaks softly, the other toys swear they can hear a single, steady wooden footstep, standing guard forever. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Alder's journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more magical tales. See you next time.